Good morning. I am Kevin Price. Glad to be with you. Going to spend some time talking to you about you and your business. And as the listener knows, we've been doing a series of stories about Inc. 5000 companies recognized by Inc. magazine for great sales performance. And so, we've been interviewing the top 5,000 companies for in really outstanding sales performance. And today, we're going to be talking to the owner of a company called Sarah Witt, and that's Sarah, S-A-R-A-H, Witt, W-H-I-T, and you can find it online at sarahwitt.com. Sarah Vaile, how are you today?
I am doing well. How are you doing?
Doing great. Real quickly, just tell us a little bit about yourself and your company.
Well, yeah, I got my start in 2008 out of New York, and I laugh that I call it the quarter life crisis. It was the baby of me kind of realizing I didn't love what I did, and I sort of stumbled on the fact that I happen to be really good at interior design. So, it's kind of that light bulb moment when you align your passion with a way to monetize it, and there I was in business. So 7 years later, we've got a team of 5 offices in 2 cities and clients all over the country. So it's been a good run so far.
Your clients are literally all over the country.
We do, yep.
What percentage of your clients are outside of the New York area?
And actually, I'm currently I started out of New York and I'm now in Chicago. So I took the business Midwest in about 2010. And it's been a lot of fun. We've done ski town houses, we've done beach houses, lots of city pet-a-terres. We've kind of gotten to, it's been a really fun way to travel, actually. We keep pushing for an international job next.
Yes. But, so you're in the Chicago area primarily now?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, corporately moved to Chicago. We'll talk about the Inc. 5000. It's interesting because a lot of people do, make career shifts like you did, and it's mainly because of wanting to do something else, but often it takes a long time for them to ever have a very robust business because, they were more occupied with just making a change. Well, your company is less than 10 years old, and, you seem like you were able to quickly move not only what you were doing, but make sure it was profitable quickly. Talk about that.
I guess, I'm sure a lot of entrepreneurs say this. I guess I've just been really lucky. And I can't help but think that when you just have, at the sense of sounding kind of, I don't know, warm and fuzzy, when you've got a passion and you just feel it all the way to the gut, I just think the stars happen to align in a way that can be very fortuitous. So I started in New York, got my first big project. I was studying in design school and kind of ended up dropping out of school to go pro, if you will. And I got my first design project, which was an old plantation home in Virginia. And they were willing to just give me a shot with no resume, no portfolio. Just she kind of loved the idea that I was, she loved my style and she loved the idea that I was new and up and coming. And so she gave me a chance. And our friends forever since. And it went obviously very well. And so from that, it kind of spiraled where I came back to Chicago and helped a good friend of mine who happened to win Design Star on HGTV. So she then kind of elevated us into the national light as I helped her Ghost Design, my friend Meg Caswell. And sort of, it's great when you're aligned with someone of such success, and she had a lot of wisdom to share. And it just, from that, it was actually a relatively easy transition to go from the New York market to Chicago, because while a lot of our projects are national, I think the core will always be the local projects. And so that just happened to be a very smooth transition. So when I came here, it just kind of took off. And, I guess the long and the short of it is the stars aligned for us.
Yeah. So how long have you been in Chicago now?
So I've been back here about 5 years.
5 years. So it's going. It sounds like it's going really well for you and progressing really well for you. It's an extraordinary story. Did you have any expectations of making it into the Inc. 5000? Obviously, you had to apply for that, but what were your thoughts going into it?
You know what's funny? I'm involved in EO, Entrepreneurs Organization, and I candidly wouldn't have thought. I don't associate interior design firms with the Inc. 5000 list. I associate it more with technology firms and, just booming big numbers. And someone in my EO group suggested that I try applying because they'd heard that we doubled our growth year after year after year. And while we may be relatively small in numbers compared to the, 100 million companies, they said, well, to double your growth year after year puts you at pretty high growth. So I applied and actually expecting to be in the Inc. 5000 list. When I crunched the numbers, I opened the magazine, to my surprise, to find we were in the Inc. 500 list. Reason being, I had tallied the average annual growth, but the magazine, in fact, is looking at your 3-year total growth. So that was beyond shock. We made that list, and just it's just there's nothing ever like recognition of all your hard work. So it was really nice to see.
Sarah Vaile, she's been our guest. She's with SarahWhitt.com, and she's been recognized by Inc. 500 for her sales growth. Sarah Whitt, SarahWhit.com. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
You bet. When we come back, more for you right here on The Price of Business.